Today video about this big chick that think that she big because racism. It ain't really cool. Let's get into it. Whatever. Look at them shaking their heads. Yeah, that's why I'm big. Looking at them. What is she talking about, bro? What is she talking about, fam? Like that's crazy. Straight lunatic. The fact that all these chicks is on the side shaking their head like, yeah, that is true. That's crazy. Yeah, look at these white people. It's a shame. Just sitting there taking. I would have walked out. Who put this together anyway, bro? I don't know if I should finish this video first and then talk about what's going on here. There's a lot going on in this video. It don't even make sense. At first, it started off just with the obesity, racist, obese. Then it got into black women need black men. Now it's like black people built the country without the help of white men or Indians or Asians or whoever else. That's it. Boy, look at them buildings. Them buildings ain't nothing made in 1800s. Look at this. That video was definitely not. This building was definitely not made in 18 shit. So Thomas said, "Woo, not extreme." All right. Hold on. What? So none of that is recorded. Oh my god. I gotta go back and do it again.
To make ends meet actually means the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What?
I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it. We are living in the Trump era.
White people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room.
Of course you hate people pointing out that you're big as hell.
To know up front that this is what we're dealing with.
Black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower.
Yeah.
The racism.
I'm calling bullshit on that one. She don't look like she ever dieted at all, for real, to be honest. So I don't know where she getting that from. But do you think she's actually took the same exact diet as a white woman? I don't think you can take two black people can take the same diet and you get the same results. You ain't working out enough. You ain't starting off with the same weight. That ain't how studies and science projects supposed to work out. You take two people, same weight, same age, same exact diet. How would you even know that? Like, that's some weird, stupid shit to say. Straight up.
That you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
That it's not going to be this coddling of white tears.
No, I did read that NYU study that said that for some reason poverty makes people big. That actually don't make sense either. Like, what about them kids in Ethiopia and Cambodia and shit like that? They like bony as shit because they ain't got no, you know what I mean? Poor people get skinny, not fat. Like, that's crazy as hell to say. And then you're supposed to be the most educated demographic, got the best job. We making money now. That's what they always say. We making money now. So you got insurance and stuff. What the fuck is she talking about? And then if you ain't got insurance through your job, you can go through the doctor. They've been telling us how to lose weight since we was kids. Well, back in the day, they did. And they got PE and then food pyramids, and they tell you what to eat, what not to eat, how to work out. We know exactly how to be thin, and we're just getting them less and less accountable for the decisions that we make now. This is crazy.
Tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually.
We're moving. We're taking care of kids.
You're going to say all white people racist, bro. That's crazy. And then they be on white people's like platforms and channels saying this crazy shit. Like, if they was racist, you wouldn't be on their channels. They would just be like, whatever, nigga. And just blow you off. They letting you sit there and talk. They sit in your stupid ass class, letting you talk to them crazy. If these was the same racist white people from back in the 1800s, early 1900s, Jim Crow, man, they would have tried to hang your big ass, but they can't because you big. We broke the tree limb.
Of kids, but our food quality suffers. And look, those policies kill our people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance.
So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not being human, like that actually, instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy.
I feel like when I think...
All right, so I don't know about all of this shit. Whatever she's talking about. This ain't got nothing to do with the weight thing.
A life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So in this particular way, White people are all racist.
We know our ancestors' pain. Black men need a
Don't I
black
know that
woman,
pain?
and
I ain't
black
never
women
went
need
through
a black
nothing
man to help
remotely
us be
close.
better. And because we know each other, we need each other to heal those wounds that were never really treated.
The way the system was created, when the United States was founded, it was white men that got drunk and made a nation on the backs of slaves. Everything here you see was built by slaves, and I know you know that. But being deported, I don't have time for this anymore. That's what I'm telling you.
I would like to know what city this is, because it's easy to look up what year these buildings was made and stuff like that, instead of just talking out your ass. And this is you always see a lot of mixed people like this, because they don't have like no identity. You know what I mean? They too white for the black people, too black for the white people, too white for the black people. So they always go like super far extreme, like Malcolm X. You know, not saying that Malcolm X was extremist, but they go, you know, Colin Kaepernick and all of them motherfuckers. You know, they go the extra mile to come off seeming a little bit more black than they is or whatever. Because he ain't making no sense. Ain't none of these buildings new as fuck. All of this stuff, there wasn't none of that shit built by slaves. And I wouldn't doubt that it was in one of these northern states too. There be people in California saying goofy shit like that. It's built by slaves. There wasn't even no slaves out there. Crazy. You think that, but you know what I mean, if they had slaves building all these buildings. I think they found out that they helped build the White House, and then all of a sudden everything you see is made by black people. Who keeping it up? You think it's still the same electric and all that stuff run through them walls, and you know the foundation is just like it's still standing on stage level. This stuff has to be upkept, you know, to stay in the condition and to get remodeled and redone and you know, this stuff ain't. Come on, Joe.
Where do you stand? There's being deported. I don't have time for this anymore. That's what I'm telling you. Where do you stand? There's no middle ground. It's either them or us, and it's us. We have to stand with the people, bro. And you are representing right now the black community. Don't ask where they are. You are here. You are the community. I am the Puerto Rican community. So stand with us. Don't be divisive. Because you know what? You sound a little bit like the dumbasses that say all lives matter.
I'm with you. But
Mario Black.
I think it's also really important for us to know that we have the power to choose how we see ourselves.
Sure.
We will be.
Bingo. You can see yourself how you want to. And the only reason that she feel like everybody racist, and you know, it's that shit is programming, because you don't go through none of that shit. You might be called fat a lot, but that ain't got nothing to do with you being black. They talk about fat white girls too, all the time. Oh well, you know, lose weight. Ain't nobody messing. Most black people don't grow up around nothing but black people, so like that everyday racism, they acting like we deal with that racism. We didn't. I went to the blackest schools. I went to some white ones, some Mexican ones when I stayed out in California. We don't deal with that shit. Even as a grown up, man, driving and shit. You don't go through that driving while black shit. Like anytime I got pulled over, it's like plates wrong, swerving, something stupid. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you get pulled over, then that's your automatic thing. You just go like, it's because I'm black. You know, you go right to that fucking, you know what I mean, victimizing yourself shit, knowing that if your plates was right, you probably wouldn't have got pulled over. And then you escalate the situation and tell the police, it's because I'm black. And you try to make a big old thing, and you turn it into something that it ain't. And boom, everybody deal with that. That's stupid.
Be fortified to fight all of these other externals, how we see ourselves.
Sure.
We will be fortified to fight all of these other external issues when we pour into ourselves enough to say, I love me, I am not the conditions that surround me. I am not my experience. I am more.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. What? All right, so I did look at this NYU study that supposedly confirms that people is reason niggas is fat is because they black. So here we go. All right. Children who experience racial discrimination are more likely to later have a higher body mass index and larger waistline, according to a new study published by JAMA Network Open. The findings illustrate that racial discrimination may be a risk factor for young people developing obesity and above and beyond other socioeconomic factors such as family income. Exposure to racial discrimination must be acknowledged as both a social determinant of obesity and a significant contributor to obesity disparities among children and adolescents, said Adolfo Cuevas, assistant professor of social and behavioral sciences at the NYU School of Global Public Health and the study's lead author. Child obesity is a major public health issue in the U.S., affecting nearly 1 in 5 children and teens. Black and Hispanic youth experience even higher rates of obesity, which research shows may stem from factors such as poverty, neighborhood access to healthy foods, and single parent households. Is that why people fat? Is that why people fat for real? Don't even make sense, man. Like I said, these people, black people go to school with black people. They're not, like kids is definitely not getting discriminated against like that. You know what I mean? What they do get is they do grow up around, like they said, like the single parent, household, which is usually the mom. And, she's a little bit more emotional. So they might hear her being a victim all the time. Like, it's because I'm black and these white people this and this, that. So they go to school and they think like it's just racism. I mean, it ain't because I'm being bad or whatever. Everything is because I'm racist. It's because they're racist. They're racist. They're racist. It don't make it. I used to live like that. I ain't gonna lie. You just think that everything is fucking racist. Okay, there we go. A growing body of research finds that another known stressor, racial discrimination, puts people at risk of health issues, including sleep problems, high cortisol levels, and poor mental health. While racial discrimination has been linked to higher BMI in adults, less is known about impact on children and adolescents. The researchers examined data from 6,463 children ages 9 to 10 across the U.S. who took part in an adolescent brain cognitive development study from 2017 to 2019. They first measured young people's experiences of racial discrimination by asking them to reflect on whether they were treated unfairly by others based on their race or ethnicity. A year later, they measured the participants' BMI. A year later, calculated using weight and height and waistline circumference. Huh? Huh? What are you talking about, bro? Like they didn't like. I mean, is that all that they studied? Did they study if the mamas was, you know, perpetual victims at the victim mind. You know, did they study that? Were the moms all liberals? Were any of them conservative parents? Do any of the kids work out? Of course, black people and Mexicans gonna be bigger. Because the culture wise, man, we out here eating chitlins and hog mogs and pig feet and pork chops. Mexicans eating all kind of stuff. I went to a Mexican buffet in Texas. This one, they had cow tongues and shit in there. All kind of stuff, man. Like, what do you think? You're gonna eat that and then be as skinny as these, vegan white folks that be at Starbucks every morning. They drink coffee all through the day and have a salad and then go jogging around the neighborhood. Black people and Mexicans ain't doing that shit. These motherfuckers jogging every morning. Ain't got nothing to do with racial discrimination, none of that stupid shit. They not eating the same fat ass food. Yeah, I mean, black people literally make fun of white people food. Don't season them. Anybody finna eat that? Like, you know what I mean? You want to eat that. It ain't got no flavor. It ain't got no taste. We want the big, make me big food. Shit, ain't got nothing to do with them. Don't make no damn sense. They ain't asked if the teacher's kids was black. Like, I do. You ask kids, do you think something happened? Because, and if they heard it from their mama or anybody else in the black community, they're going to think that everything that happened to them is because they're black. It ain't going to be nothing like, you know what I mean? It's going to be like, yeah, shit. My mama said it was discrimination, so it's discrimination. You asking kids what they think. That's crazy. Kids don't even think about race until you put it in their damn head. I don't know. That's just wild as fuck to me to think that you can eat racism and microaggressions and get big as her. Man, that's crazy. Microaggressions ain't making nobody fat, man. More racism. You can call me 1,000 niggas. I ain't finna be 400 shit. Been skinny forever. I'm gonna always be skinny. Cause I ain't gonna let myself get fat. Your personal decisions make you fat. And in this case with the kids, like as far as the NYU study go, it's the parents' decisions. It ain't even the kids' decisions. I mean, unless they just letting the kids do what the fuck they want to. But other than that, it's the parents. It's the parents' decision. You know what I mean? They feed them that all of that extra bullshit, and then letting them go back for second and third plates, and stuffing them with ice cream and cereal in the morning, and they're just eating a bunch of sugar and shit. The body got to burn the sugar before it can start burning the fat. If you just dumping sugar in them, then they're gonna get fat. I just seen a video. Dang, I wish I would have saved that and put it on here. I just seen one this morning. It was a black lady and a little black boy, and it was like me and my son putting up our $3,000 worth of food stamps. Whole kitchen floor, kitchen counters, all the stuff full of grocery bags. Nothing but junk food. Somebody called him a nigga and they was like, let's go in here and buy a bunch of fucking fat food. You know what I mean? That ain't how it happened. I mean, that is, they going in there and buying whole candy stores with them food stamps and shit and getting fat. They ain't got nothing to do with racism. There's no way that racism gonna make you fat. Anyway, that's it. Like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever. Try to get this off the page. Maybe my energy be different next time. I'm new to this. Still try to figure out how to use this program. Hopefully it actually work out right. Peace. Bye.